Greetings, gentle viewers!
And howdy!
And welcome back to 13 Sentinels. This game is really good. It hasn't really gotten anywhere yet, but it is engrossing, or at least it is to us specifically. And no, I don't just mean because Har Damon talk about robot anime, which this seems to, have. This is a science fiction game.
Yes.
And robot anime is science fiction.
Yes.
So that's actually, not the tropes, but like the style of setting that I really enjoy. So to that end, we've talked about this being a digital world, which seems like pretty obvious why we might think that, but we also are going like hardy har Zegapane.
Yes.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it's true, and we're aware of that. We're not assuming that it's true and working from that assumption.
We're viewing the events through the perspectives of various characters. From Hijiyama's perspective, he did travel through time. Maybe he did travel through time, maybe he's in a different part of the program. We can't really tell for sure.
Right. This is a game where perspective matters, and there's 13 different characters you play through the perspective of.
Yeah, so it's very important to consider those perspectives from everyone's perspective.
So anyway, I'm just saying that we're open to it not being a digital world, but so far that's what the clues point to. But in the event that they don't point to that anymore, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder if in the world Hijiyama is from, I wonder who won World War II.
Yeah. I guess the guys without robots.
Looks like it's locked.
If only there was like a broken window or something we could climb in through.
My God, that'll kill you, man.
Well, that's why you use like a traffic cone or something to break out all the excess.
And there's Okino.
Well, did you think he wasn't gonna follow you?
Guess you found me.
Kiriko-san.
Were you looking for me all night? Still as reckless as ever, huh?
Don't try to talk around it. I know who you are under those clothes.
I figured you'd be here soon, so got some breakfast for you too.
Half a year I've been searching for you.
Yeesh.
Jeez.
We knew that the Jacket Snatcher had been around for a while, but...
Half a year, thinking of what I'd say to your face.
Stack of papers.
I got you some yakisoba pan.
All is forgiven.
You didn't get any yesterday, right?
Oh, come on. If you really cared about him, you would have said something in half a year.
Right?
You got yakisoba pan for me? Look, that's not the point. Take me back to my own time. We're going, whether you like it or not.
And if I say no, what'll you do? Push me over? Pin me down?
Oi, okay.
I would never. Besides, you're a man, aren't you?
Why don't you find out?
Oh my.
This is not the game we're playing?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll hear you out. Well?
Why disguise yourself as Kiriko-san?
Because that's another one of them tropes in anime.
Even convincing everyone you were a girl.
Professor Doji thought it'd be a good idea. See, he's... well, all Shikishima's tech really began with him.
Oh, Shikishima. And technology, huh? That reminds me of Dr. Shikishima. Perhaps one might call him Professor Shikishima from Getter Robo. He makes robots.
You don't say.
He does.
Shikishima made incredible strides after the war. And a lot of that was thanks to his work. Though it didn't hurt that I taught him about his future's technology.
Right.
But why? Why would you make that deal with him?
For the Sentinel.
So that the Sentinel could be developed in time to fight off the kaiju?
The Daimos.
The Daimos, yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand why they're calling them kaiju.
Well, in many other super robot series, aren't they often called some degree of Jew?
Well, yes, but not kaiju.
Right, but I'm just saying, like...
Look, I'm not the one, gang, who brought on an excursus on the etymology of, super robot show monster of the week things, okay? This was Billy. This wasn't me.
I mean, like, And in some series they're called like Ki Kaiju or Kiju or some other form of Jew.
Sure.
So couldn't it be similar to, even though they are robots and not actually monsters? So couldn't it just be, because doesn't the word kaiju just mean big monster?
No.
Oh, I think I'll stop while I'm still ahead.
Much like the term that was used, I don't remember when it was exactly, somebody said, are you telepathic? And I was like,
Yeah.
that must be Cho no Ryoku. Okay, literally what that means is like superpowers. But,
Yeah.
But what it means in actuality, in use, is ESP, okay? Well, kaiju means the monsters from a Godzilla film.
Do you think it might be some sort of meta-adherence to the trope?
I have no idea. I wasn't going to bring up anything about it.
Well, let's just move on then.
Again, it is entirely possible that it really was go back in time and give him technology to develop robots faster. Maybe it really is time travel. After all, it's clearly going to be some type of serious mystery, because whatever it is that's going on, they're revealing to us a lot of weird stuff it could be from the beginning when we're still in prologue.
Yeah.
Is she serious? She says she built the Sentinel herself, but... So what did you plan to do with the Sentinel?
It was an accident that it showed up at all. It was never meant to be there. I mean, come on. You've seen it. You think they could make that back in the 1940s? Even here in the 80s, it's out of our league. That's not human craftsmanship. It was made in the future, in an automated factory.
Blah blah, Zegapane, blah blah.
Let me put it in layman's terms. There was an incident and it got broken. Our goal was to fix it there so it could fight again.
But why would you have to fix it there?
Because that's where it was?
But wasn't it meant to be used against the USA? Then who or what was it made to fight? So you're actually Tsukasa Okino. Why do you wear women's clothes?
Doesn't feel great to hear you say it like that. You weren't complaining when you confessed to me. I'm not exactly the picture of masculinity anyway. Better than trying to pass as some militant with a buzz cut.
So why are you dressed like that now?
Because I know you like it. You're a funny guy, Hijiyama-kun.
That's just plain dirty.
Let's say some binaries work for me and others don't. This lets me hide the fact that I'm even alive.
Never mind. I have to get back, no matter what. If we can finish the Sentinel project, we can win the war.
Well,
You're a good guy, but kind of an open book, you know that?
I was about to start talking about some other robot anime I know that covers World War II.
Of course you were.
It's quite a lot of it now that I think about it. Some of it's even good. But the idea of Japan developing giant robots to defeat America in World War II comes up from time to time. Or being developed in response to World War II,
Yeah.
so they could never lose again.
All right, we're moving on.
Say whatever you want. I don't care who you really are anymore. Just get me home. I know about the air raids. In Okinawa, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. I can't just let those attacks happen. I can't let those people die.
So you did some reading in the history section.
It just makes sense.
Between all the manual labor you've been doing, and your living conditions, or, well, lack thereof, you're a lot more determined than I expected.
They really are going out of their way to set up as much stuff about the characters without actually going through their day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
You've been keeping tabs on me?
I do have one suggestion. There's something I still need to do, and that something is here in 1985. I just need you to wait until that's finished. Actually, I'd really appreciate your help with it. It does involve you, after all. When it's finally all over, then you can ask me to do whatever you want. How's that sound?
Anything I want? No, what I want is to go back to my own time.
If you're sure. Still, think it over.
Don't think it'll work out as rosy as he's hoping.
Obviously not. Also, Okino's a jerk.
Yeah.
My base is over there on the second floor.
Where are you going?
I'm wearing the uniform. Where do you think? Oh, right. Your yakisoba pon's on the desk inside. Wow, was that your stomach?
Like, super manipulative.
Yeah. Like keeping tabs on him for half a year but never saying anything.
Yeah, and then, as soon as they finally do start talking, then Okino is all super familiar. Well, you lost the chance to do that, I don't know, 5 months ago.
You haven't eaten anything since yesterday, huh? Go ahead. The door's unlocked.
You can't trick me with food. I'm not an animal.
Though I will take the food.
Stop being stubborn and go get some breakfast.
I guess this keyword will come up later. Don't just carry it around. Eat the stinking thing.
Where'd he go now? Maybe he really was just manipulating me. Well, it is yakisoba pan.
Yakisoba pan.
Not much I could do.
But eat it.
Well, as long as I've got it. So good. The sauce is so sweet, yet so spicy.
Oh god, he ate the wrapper too!
That hit the spot.
Dude, don't eat the wrapper. Though I guess you digest it just about as well as lettuce. Which is to say, not at all. Now, about this uniform.
If he's in that uniform, he's probably going to school. But what's he trying to accomplish there? For now, I should find Okino again. It won't do me any good if he slips away. I might as well check my old school.
Oh, so he used to go to that old school.
Oh, the one that was built during the war!
Neat.
Huh!
That was short.
Well, not everyone's going to have the same length, you know?
That's true. Like clearly Judo and Iori are the main characters.
Yeah.
Before we get started... Oh, I can't check that, darn it!
The Sentinels are incredible weapons. If we could deploy them in the mainland war, they could instantly turn the tide.
Dude, the war is over.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
That war's been over for decades, Hijiyama-kun. You can stop worrying about it.
We will never stop until our foes lie dead. I'm not about to forget my duty, Okino. Where to next?
I'm glad that Imperial Japan is gone, because they said things such as this.
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting that Okino also has a Sentinel, or is this a Sentinel that they're both piloting?
They might both be piloting it because the operator guy did say, isn't that Okino's Sentinel when he showed up?
That's true, that's true.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We're not done here.
Also, you only see the number 12 on one screen but not on the other, so they must both be in the same one. Maybe.
I mean, you see the number 12 on one screen but not the other. So the only thing you can definitively get from that is that you see the number 12 on one screen and not on the other. It definitely means something, but you can't definitively say what it means.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Reinforcements. I see kaiju gathering from across the whole city.
I'll release some more drones to expand our search range.
Good. Leave the fisticuffs to me.
No, I mean, it probably is the same one since we got that line from Gota about the Okinos, but still.
What I'm worried about is the G-molars in the back. You see them?
Jamolar? Is that what you call the big round ones?
No, G-molar. As in, with the letter G. It stands for... You know what? Never mind.
It stands for what? I'd really like to know the answer to that.
I feel like it might be important.
A G-molar is a Deimos built for excavation.
Yeah, like they're trying to dig down underneath the geofront so they can get to the... Oh, wait.
It uses the spinning blades on its back to dig into the ground. They need to bore a path to the terminal. It's the core of their strategy, and we need to stop them.
Ground molar.
Ah.
A slowpoke like that? All I need is one strike to take that one out.
Probably, based on our experiences so far.
They
Yeah.
can withstand intensely high pressures and break through any rock. If you underestimate it, you're the one who's going to get taken out.
Uh-oh!
Is that where they're headed?
Yes, that's the point closest from the surface to the terminal.
Sure hope somebody shows up pretty soon.
Right?
But
hell?
your Sentinel's a first gen, which means more mobility.
Ah.
That'll come in handy here.
Juno and Iori had a second generation one.
Yeah.
Can you take out some kaiju on your way there?
I don't have much choice. We're going in.
Yes. Understand how this goes. You trade time for EP. And, okay, so you get it from defeating enemies as well.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I'm acting like an amateur.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot slimmer. Okay, that really is like a Super Robot Wars animation, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got like a little grinder on one hand and it's like a claw on the other.
Yeah.
Ah!
Okay, so I can't speak for the others, but leap attack only takes 50. They're not kidding about, like, mobility.
Right?
They're finished.
Oh god, it survived.
The practice round's over.
That must mean it's just not very strong. Those heavy punches that Juno is doing definitely took it out. So that just did 735, so I've got to use something stronger than
The
that.
practice round's over.
Ah, I see. Rush attack is like
The free
800 times 4.
Well, since we're right here, just go right there, please.
Take this! A fine hit! Bow down!
Bow down! He's FC!
I guess you're just a machine. Unbelievable. I'm acting like an amateur.
What? Nah, man, you're fine.
Shouldn't you use another leap attack to get closer?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just making... I'm like trying to gather information that is not immediately apparent to what is relevant at this time.
Yeah.
But it will help me understand how the game works.
Woo!
Yes!
How does this work, I wonder?
Yeah, if you can plow through them all.
Hold on, I want to watch that animation. I mean, this essentially is your battle animation here.
Yeah.
And they actually do look like Super Robot Wars animations, which is not an accident.
Right.
They look like that on purpose. But it's just funny that they don't play them while you're actually fighting the enemy. Ah! No, that's great. Okay, let's see how this works.
I deny you! You're just a machine. How's that? I guess life comes at you fast.
Pair of G-molars, well, that's a piece of cake.
Let's
Because
see.
this one... Oops.
The practice round's over.
Doesn't have enough hit... Well, okay.
Make it work.
And what's the wait time? 3 seconds even. Okay. Doria.
Take this!
One dies.
A fine
Ah,
hit!
darn it, didn't.
Uh-oh, it's about to
I
use
guess
headbutt.
life comes at you fast. Now
No.
you've done it.
What?
They have a special skill called the headbutt, but now you see its attack range and it's starting to fill up.
Oh,
I think if you're
see.
still within range, it'll hit you with a special move.
Yeah.
Ah! Yes! What?
Doing!
A fine hit!
Ah,
Let's see.
Seriously, that one is still there? No.
Sentinel number 12. Defensive mode active.
Ah, and you've got to just wait the whole time to get any of the
practice round's over.
energy benefits.
Yeah.
Take this!
Yeah!
How's that?
Punch.
Try again.
Uh-oh.
I was right.
More enemies. Is there no end to them?
I was clearly right to get some EP back.
Yeah.
Looks like I made it in time. I'm going to activate Aegis before they overwhelm us.
You're that guy from before. What are you scheming? I won't allow it.
Wait, Hijiyama-kun. Let him handle this.
Are you sure? He's about to do something to the saucer.
It's all part of the plan. Besides, there's something I want us to try.
The Aegis system was... I was going to say Okino's idea, but I guess it wasn't. It was the teacher, right? Or the nurse?
I think that's what they said, yeah.
Mori
something?
Yeah, a lot of people. Don't really know them all yet.
Fine. I trust you.
The terminal has a few defense mechanisms in place. Now that we've got access to them, you should be able to command them yourself. Let the terminal attack the kaiju directly.
Oh.
We can make the saucer itself attack them?
Let's give this one a shot. This phase plasma EMP.
So meta chips increase the gauge.
Huh.
Now you...
Halts movement and drops aerial kaiju, and I get 1 use for what I've got.
Yeah.
And it hits them all?
I'm not 100% sure.
Hold on. It looks like they're flying, but they're not.
Right, they're all ground types.
Okay.
Woo!
And it does do damage.
What did you just do?
The terminal forced a shutdown of designated targets within range.
How can the terminal do that if these enemies are not also subject?
The same sort of technology, maybe?
That was amazing. Let's fire off some more of those.
Ah, but we can't, for reasons that we're about to find out why.
Don't know if we can do that, but we have a couple other tricks up our sleeve. Let me take a look.
Yeah, 1 use. So what's left right now is just the 2 molars.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom! 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 Ah, that's as far as we can go, but... Okay, well,
Let's see.
move it is.
Number 12 moving out. I guess life comes at you fast. Here it comes!
Yeah,
Find
move.
it! Senseless.
And,
Let's
like,
see.
compared to movement right now, like, comparing the movement of us and them, there's no comparison. Because this is 800 times 4 with only
Yeah.
3-second wait time, so it will kill the G-Molar.
I'll make it work.
I was hoping I wouldn't get too far away, but I guess it did.
Number 12 moving out.
Woo!
Let's see. Ah! How's that? Try again.
Oh!
Okay. That's a big number.
Aegis activation confirmed.
Ah, okay.
All the hostiles in range destroyed themselves. Like magic.
Okay, so this is either the hackiest hacking ever done, or they are intimately related.
Yeah.
Like this digital looking stuff and the enemies that we can't really see. You know, the fact that you don't see the enemies in Love for more than 1 full game
Dang.
after you hear about them makes me wonder if there's some reason that we can't quite see the enemies here. If there's like some important truth.
Yeah, that we'll find out later.
If we had that kind of weaponry, you should have told me. Why bother with the Sentinels when we have this?
It takes time to activate, and if we get taken out before it's ready, then it's all over.
It means the terminal would be fully locked down. Nobody could ever open it again.
Huh. Zegapane, etc.
Is that a bad thing?
By the way, just go watch Zegapane. It's really good.
This is Renya Goto. You were one of the compatible pilots from Sector 5.
Sector 5?
They mentioned sectors earlier.
Who are you communicating with?
I'd really rather not deal with this. Don't tell him, Hijiyama-kun.
I see.
No one. I'm fighting solo.
Well, Okino obviously has strange circumstances, even though the other people seem to think Okino's the one that's there.
Right.
Sentinel signals detected.
Sentinels are being activated in another location.
These are the next people that will play,
Yeah.
but this time we'll get to pick the order of them ourselves, and there will be 2 of them.
I'm gonna laugh if you're right.
Number 17 and number 19. Just how many Sentinels are online now?
What's up with these numbers?
Well, 13 might just indicate how many pilots are active, not necessarily how many Sentinels exist. It's possible that prior pilots or prior units are no longer functioning.
Oh, that's absolutely very, very possible, and that does make sense. The only first generation Sentinel we know of is number 12.
Yeah.
At least number 13 is a second generation one, so, you know.
So we made it through.
I'm really curious how the game is going to handle such a large volume of characters.
Me too.
But the battles, they actually do seem pretty interesting. And they are paced out very well. Like, it's all really well integrated into what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so Natsuno. Hey, I do that stretch all the time.
Ah, just her.
Just Natsuno, alright. Too bad.
Right.
And I called it. It was the girl in the bloomers.
New building.
Minami-san.
Nachan.
See ya.
That's clearly where the story is. Time to explore over here. That makes sense.
Pivot. But I have to, like... I hold circle to run this way.
Uh-huh.
Then I release circle as I turn, and that's how you do a little slide.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't matter. Well, you two sure are getting close.
What are you guys talking about so seriously over here?
Nothing really. Just talking about what our dreams were last night.
Ooh la la.
And then I used rocket launcher.
What?
Oh yeah? Anything interesting?
Just this stack of papers.
Not especially. Just wondering about stuff. Like if dreams are influenced by the movies we see.
And then Juno is like, sorry.
Oh, yeah. That video you asked for the other day. I was just about to bring it to you.
Really?
If you need to power up your imagination to improve your fighting strength,
That makes sense.
this would be it, wouldn't it?
No way!
You can't make her what?
Yes! This is it!
Oh.
Thanks a bunch. I was super bummed, you know?
Is it going to be like a kung fu flick or something like Chie from Persona 4?
Maybe so.
I couldn't record last week's UFO mysteries. That baseball game was going on for freaking ever. A special series airing on TV, all about the latest UFO discoveries.
Well
I'm
done.
so glad I got a recording of it.
Well done, not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the video you lent me yesterday yet.
Come on! You gotta watch EXT!
Huh. I'm trying to think of how to put this. There's like bunkateki is what I was gonna say, cultural. There's like so much sharing by bonding through culture or having us like dividing through culture. That's actually kind of been everything that's happened.
Yeah.
And that's very interesting.
It's a classic. I saw it in the theater 3 times at least. You can't talk about aliens without seeing that movie.
I don't really intend on talking about aliens anyway.
EXT.
E.T.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, like ET.
Thanks for recording this.
No problem.
An alien stranded on Earth establishes a bond with a young boy in this sci-fi movie.
Ouch.
Well, it's just like Gun Sword or High School DD. It's E.T. The X is silent.
I hadn't even realized that.
It's a real 1982 classic. you're thinking, here she goes about those UFOs again.
Actually, I was thinking if I look at the top right of the screen, I can see what it is that I have to do and don't have to wander around like a moron. And that's very convenient.
No, not at all.
See, now I can see what I have to do.
You'd be the same if you watched this. They're already here on Earth, you know.
Yeah, they look like octopuses and want to destroy us all, right?
No.
No. You've got it all wrong.
Yeah, those are Martians. Get it straight.
That's from a book. You're thinking of the War of the Worlds.
Oh, Natchan. There's no stopping you once you get going on this stuff.
Like I said, this is something of an ode to science fiction right now.
You're right.
And I like that!
Just watch. One of these days, I'll work for NASA. And I'm gonna find a real alien.
Don't you mean SETI? Well, I guess it depends on your goals.
You're gonna have to get better grades in science then.
Oh man, you're right. A classic sci-fi novel by that one famous writer.
Who most definitely is not H.G. Wells.
It features Martians that look like octopuses. They have three-legged weapons called tripods.
Tripods appeared in another science fiction book series from early in the 20th century as well. I've read it. I can't remember what it was called. It was about, like, orphan kids. Mm-hmm. They ended up having to steal control of one of the tripods.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Aliens had taken over the Earth. Like, basically, were treating the humans like domesticated livestock.
Yeah, that does sound really familiar.
Well, I'm sure that by the time that you're watching this, that I'll have found out what that was called. It was an okay series.
And use them to invade the Earth. I'll get this back to you soon.
Take your time.
See you guys.
Bye.
Then again, doesn't it seem like this is actually encouraging me to be like, blah, blah, you should check out science fiction, viewers?
Yeah, it kind of is.
That isn't it?
See you later.
What I think is interesting.
Fuyusaka-san, we have to go to the audiovisual room.
I'll go.
Oh, that's right.
Wait till they're done.
Everyone's already there.
I just gotta get my
So
stuff.
stoked. Gonna pop in my headphones, turn off all the lights.
Natchan.
Dang it!
Yuki-chan.
Oh, you can wait. Go on.
Okay, what I was gonna say is, isn't it interesting how so many of the main characters have so many different connections to so many of the other main characters, but they're not all friends with each other?
Yeah. I mean, Yuki, isn't that one of the other characters?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, Takamiya Yuki. Yuki, not Yuki. It's a different name.
Yeah, right there.
Huh. You still haven't gotten your new uniform yet?
Oh. Yeah, who the hell knows?
That's like a female delinquent thing.
Yeah.
But never mind that. What are you smiling about?
Aliens abducted my hamburger. Wait, that's something else.
It was 100% pork! It wasn't beef at all!
Something good on that videotape?
Oh, this?
Come on, tell me.
Nope. You're gonna laugh at me.
Well, okay.
A special series.
Oops, I hit the wrong button.
Okay. It's a recording of a TV show on UFOs. A friend let me borrow it.
That explains it. Glad to see Dr. Space is still alive and well.
I'm weird, aren't I?
No! You're awesome!
Of course not. It makes me happy, actually, to know you're still my Natchan.
But maybe don't call me Dr. Space anymore. We've outgrown our kid nicknames, don't you think?
No, that's an awesome nickname.
Whatever you say.
Well, if it isn't Takamiya.
Yeah, I knew that
Oh,
he
God.
probably knew her.
So that Kuri gang you beat up.
See?
They're hanging around our school now.
Delinquents from
What
the
are you
80s.
gonna do about it?
What are you, my mom?
Huh?
I'm no damsel in distress. I can take care of my own shit. So beat it, Pinhead.
I'll get my training
What did
sheet
you
on
say
and
to
beat
me?
him up.
Okay, chill out, Ogata-kun.
This is really making me want to go play the last Kunio-kun game that I haven't played.
You don't need to start a fight in the middle of the hallway.
I didn't start anything. She's the one walking around here like she owns the place.
They're not fighting.
Of course not.
They're not fighting.
Come on, you too, Yuki-chan.
Really, they want to go make out.
Yeah, of course.
Fine. Sorry, Nachan.
What the? Well, that was anticlimactic.
Yuki-chan.
Don't worry. That stuff happens all the time to me. Oh, by the way, can I come watch you practice again today?
Sure.
There's the bell.
That's better than running around in the streets committing violence.
Right?
Better get back to class.
See you soon.
Man, the visuals are just so good. I kind of wanted to chase after Nenji when he left. Oh, that water looks nice.
Fast as ever, Natsuno. Get a better time today?
Oh, well, it was kinda windy today. Running against it and all. You know how it is.
As someone who often cycles against the wind, I understand.
Oh, maybe she's been gaining weight from eating too many snacks. I mean, that's pretty tropey, too.
That's true.
Hey, first year.
Nothing.
First year.
What's up, Senpai?
Me and the manager have to go and talk to the teacher. There's things to discuss about the next meet. Sorry, but could you handle the cleanup today?
Okay. Huh? Where did everybody go? Am I the only one still here?
I know I keep saying it, and I'll eventually shut up once it's out of my system, but the visual style of this game is fantastic, and I would love to see other games like this.
Me too, 100%. It's a man in black! It's a man in black!
A man in black. So basically, everybody's, like, interests or like, personal what's-its are confirmed, aren't they?
Yeah! I hadn't even thought about that! But you're right! Iori was all about the lovey-dovey romance stuff, and that sort of stuff kept happening, even the confusion.
Well, really, Miwa
right.
is more of, like, the person, but yeah, she had the...
Iori ran into the cute boy with the toast in her mouth, that sort of thing.
Yeah, Dr. Space gets a man in black. Juno, who loves robot anime, gets a cool robot and a mysterious, angsty backstory, and Hijiyama gets a means with which he can defend his home.
Yeah.
Also, I'd been trying to figure out, like, what this visual style was, and then I remembered, didn't the company that made this game make Dragon's Crown?
Yes!
And so basically they just applied, like, a 2D beat-em-up aesthetic to the visuals, and that worked. And in fact, thinking about it, maybe these aren't random things that I'm calling out Kunio-kun on.
Hey, that's a good point!
Kunio-kun is like the king of beat-em-ups.
Yeah!
Another suspicious-looking man. I saw a couple of them in the schoolyard, too. I wonder what they're doing here. Seems like they're looking for something.
Aliens.
Men dressed in black suits. Wait a minute. Could they really be men in black?
Oh, I called it.
An organization that monitors alien activity.
Again, this makes me think about Bokura no. It's like it rotates perspectives between various elementary school students that are forced to pilot a robot in order to prevent the destruction of the universe.
Okay.
But it moves from one person's perspective to the other and kind of gives them, like, a full backstory before moving on to the next character.
I see. That's interesting.
Maybe there's a UFO that's landed near here.
But there is definitely a degree of, not ego stroking, but wish fulfillment.
Yeah.
Haven't you been talking to me today about this in terms of the game Control?
I didn't really want to bring that up because I hate to keep calling out synchronicity when I see it, but yes.
It really is synchronicity. Surely it has nothing to do with anything.
Right?
Well, anybody who really wants to find out what Billy means, go ask him on our Discord, and he will happily talk to you about Control.
Oh, yeah.
A lone alien left behind by a UFO. Being pursued by relentless men in black. Its only hope is to be rescued by one chosen Earthling. Man, what a story that would be.
I better go grab a bag of M&Ms right now.
Whoa! Sheesh, watch where you're going.
That's A.
Yeah, and then there's A again.
Haven't seen that uniform before. Wonder what school he goes to.
Running from the men in black.
So, in Iori and Juno's story, A was the person from a different school, because, I mean, again, we're getting that brought up, that Iori got to have her shoujo manga, like her shoujo high school romance manga encounter with. A showed up after Okino and is the person who brought Hijiyama from 1944 to 1984. Mm-hmm. Now A is interacting with Natsuno.
Natsuno, yeah.
Secret agents rumored to deal in the extraordinary and silencing those who witness UFOs. They call them Men in Black. No one really knows much else.
I better go follow. Oh, or maybe do my job.
I'd better hurry and get on with the cleanup. Don't want Senpai to get mad. Okay, let's do this. Finally done.
Huh, and this music, there hasn't been a lot of music lately, so to have this is kind of like a really safe place, like a home.
Yeah.
For Natsuno.
Oh god, something horrible's about to happen, isn't it?
I don't know, but I have got to pay attention to everybody's names, or I'll never learn them. Wow, there's a lot of time before this Identity of Kiriko Doji in 1944.
Yeah.
Okay, we just gotta keep everything straight. If we get the basis, then we will be able to follow it all.
It's daunting, like the sheer volume.
I'm too tired to change. Maybe I'll just go home in my gym clothes.
You'll have to fight off a lot of pervs.
I am pretty sweaty.
Oh my.
What was that?
It's the cat. It's gonna be a cat, and the cat's gonna lead her somewhere she needs to be.
Oh, and as you get closer, she looks down, but up here, she has like a scowl on her face. Kitty!
Something's in there.
The cat was with A earlier also. At the gate.
You know, you're right.
Ah!
Or it's, like Rob the Robot E.T.
Oh my god.
Wait. What if...
Yeah, that's a scene from E.T.
Yeah!
What's going on? There a pervert in here?
Huh. Just thinking about what that means. That they're in something, and something is feeding their, not ego, but desires, something like that.
Something to keep them distracted from possibly learning the truth? Like you get caught up in the thrill of the adventure? Or something like that?
Yeah, no, I think that's a good way of saying it.
So you don't notice all the weird stuff going around?
Well, as I have said a few times, something Zegapane. It's not quite the same thing, but it's pretty similar. As in, the people who understood what was going on in Zegapane were more detached.
Yeah.
They were busy doing their own thing and not interacting with the world.
Yeah.
Still totally dressed.
Hey, what the heck? What are you doing barging into the girls' locker room?
I heard you scream. Was just coming to help.
And possibly ogle you.
Plus, all those creeps in black suits. Been seeing them everywhere. So, I thought...
You're the only creep around here, you moron. Get out of here already.
Damn, try to do something nice around here.
Yeah, well, you kind of ruined your plan when you said, dang, you're still dressed.
Yeah, it would have worked otherwise.
Hey there.
BT?
This is wild.
It clearly looks more like a robot than an alien.
Yeah, but it's clearly oh, that's cute.
Yes.
It's shaped like E.T., though.
Oh, 100%. Ah! Okay, I can't leave, so...
Can't you get close enough to interact with it?
Is that so? How unfortunate, the name BJ.
No way. It talks.
11.
Oh man, this is just like the movies!
Thank you.
An alien? Are you an alien from space?
I think it's more like the robot from...
Oh my god. I'm the chosen one!
I'm the chosen one.
Yep.
Isn't that it?
That's it. That's it entirely.
Like, everybody is the chosen one in their own story.
Yeah, there's something pretty big about that, like in general.
Yeah.
But in this specific example, this is clearly something that's going on.
Yeah. What to draw from that, I'm not positive, but...
Hey there, little guy. Oh, did I scare you? It's okay. I'm your friend. Can you understand me? You and I are friends.
That's why the music is the way it is. To reinforce that.
To reinforce...
That kind of kiddie-friendly lightheartedness that, like, the movie E.T. evokes.
Oh, you mean this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a robot.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, stay calm.
So it transforms from a box.
Yep.
Welcome to Earth. I can't believe this is really happening. My dream is finally coming true.
BJ 11.
Johnny Five? From Short Circuit?
Yeah.
BJ, is that your name?
An 80s movie about a robot.
My name is Natsuno.
Interlocutor code matched.
Interlocutor, huh? I mean, they didn't spell that right.
Huh?
Natsuno.
Yeah, that's me. His name is BJ. His mission was to protect Earth from other evil aliens.
Or it is now. Hey, Johnny Five's mission ended up being to protect his buddies from other evil robots.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yes, it all makes sense. Those black suits all over campus? It's just like that one movie. They must be here to capture this alien. The thing they were looking for. This explains it. And that means I must protect him. I don't mean to be rude.
By showing a story, it manipulates the behavior of the people involved in the story to tell the story.
Yeah.
But is that a spacesuit you're wearing? Like, is your brain inside of a jar or something?
No, he's a robot.
It's a robot, sweetie.
Natsuno. Need memory cell.
That's amazing, BJ. Where'd you learn how to speak my language?
Well, that was the interlocutor code.
Go to gate.
Gate? I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about. But it's okay. I've seen the movie. You need to call your home planet, right?
Oh,
Or warp her through time, whatever.
And then a UFO is going to come and rescue you. Don't worry. I'm going to help you.
and she is most definitely not going to build mountains out of mashed potatoes.
Search gate.
Wow,
Ah,
this technology is crazy.
the shrine.
You wanna go there? I know exactly where that is. It's a shrine near school.
Of course, we have only been there
Wait.
40 years ago.
Right.
You can't just go walking out like that.
We have to disguise you as a small
Black
child or
suits will
something.
spot you in a second. I can get him there, but I'll have to hide him in something. The location BJ pointed out on the map. It's a shrine nearby the school.
Well, why don't you, like, transform him into, like, a suitcase, which it looks like is very possible, and then just carry him or wheel him? This is... I don't know what to make of this.
I can't leave with him exposed like that.
Well, there's a bag right there on the...
PE bag.
My PE bag. Yeah, this'll do the trick.
BJ's destination.
PE bag. PE bag.
A bag given out by the school. It can fit more than it looks. Maybe he can fit in here too.
Well, how heavy is he?
Well, she's the athlete, fortunately.
Fair point.
Sorry about the tight fit.
I mean, duh.
Yeah, of course. I can't believe I didn't even remember that part from E.T. myself.
Nuh-uh. You gotta keep your head down. I'll get you to where you need to go. Just hang tight, okay?
It's maybe a little soon, but it's a clean break. Okay, guys, this game is fantastic.
Way better than I was expecting. Oh my god.
I was expecting to enjoy it, but this is fantastic. I am very, very impressed, and frankly, I want to keep playing.
And we will next time.
Yeah, that.